Perfectionism, a common concept amongst creatives. Sometimes motivating, sometimes crippling. A double-edged sword, really. There's always this temptation to see perfectionism as a negative trait. But you see, most creatives are perfectionists because pushing for the best helps them create things that wow the imaginations of men. It pushes us to be the best. But the thing is, it can also cripple us if we don't know how to use it. For me, perfectionism can manifest itself as not wanting to start something because there's really no point doing it if it can't be perfect. Or sometimes focusing on the end product of what I'm doing rather than the process of getting it done. Or judging myself by the standards of other people's achievements and comparing myself to them. Or even paying consuming attention to details, even though I know that it's counterproductive. When I started this channel, I had decided that my video formats would be me creating art on camera and just chatting or teaching or just sharing. But you see, each time I filmed myself drawing, it always came out really bad, like really aesthetically unpleasing. So I would just toss it aside and look for something else to upload. Then I'd proceed to convince myself that when the time is right, I'll start creating on camera. But then again, I'm a perfectionist. The time will never be right. And I'll spend a great deal of time procrastinating and then I'll never get to do it at all. If you're on this table with me, then listen. The fact is, if you genuinely want to be a high achiever, you are bound to do a lot of things imperfectly. So today, after agreeing with myself to shift my mindset and start getting comfortable with imperfections, which was a hard decision to make, I've decided to film myself creating on camera, using these two sketches as inspiration. Yes, I know it won't be perfect or aesthetically pleasing. Hold on, my hand was shaking all through, so I know it's going to be awful. But I also know that if I don't start doing this, then I'll never do it. I'll never get better. This is also applicable to my everyday creativity. I realized that when I drew with my brown paper sketchbook, I had this pressure to make something perfect because I don't want to defile the sacred pages of that expensive book. So, in order to help myself, I went ahead and created a sketchbook with cheap paper just to take the pressure off. Identify your triggers and find ways to take the pressure off because at the end of the day, the less the pressure, the more accepting we can be of our flaws and imperfections. And if after taking away the triggers, you realize you are still not creating what you love or what you can look at without cringing, then remember, you don't have to be perfect to be an artist, so don't quit. Art is a skill, and like other skills, it can be learned. Art is also a journey, and every journey begins with a step. But after that, there's thousands of other bold steps to be taken. Do you ever plan to retire from being an artist? No? I thought so too. So why the rush? Ease into the challenges and enjoy the journey. Even Leonardo da Vinci had his humble beginnings.